Hi, my name is Monica Danner, and the career that I chose to profile for this assignment is a grant proposal writer or a grant writer. And what they do is they research and they draft and they write up proposals for people or nonprofit organizations who are seeking funding for their cause. They spend a lot of time doing research, looking for eligible donors, and trying to find matching up nonprofits with charitable organizations and people who want to give funding. So most, I don't want to say most, but often grant writers are self-employed. So it was a little bit difficult to get in touch with an organization that had a full-time grant writer I could speak with. They can be pretty independent and flexible. However, like all writers, they have deadlines. They, as far as hours go, it really depends on how many projects that they're working on. Another thing is that usually within nonprofit organizations, they can't justify having a full-time grant writer on staff. So sometimes a grant writer will also serve other purposes within the organization, such as management or budgeting. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The person that I did get in contact with, though, to get information about this was Dr. Andrew Banka, who is a professor at North Carolina State University, and he writes grants for the university, and so he has several grants going on at any time. So he was able to give me some insight into the career. And he also teaches a grant writing class. So the typical stressors for a grant writer is finding employment, finding grants to write. It can be inconsistent, and so that can be quite stressful as a full-time career. So usually grant writers have their hands in other pots, doing other things as well, unless they are just really successful and find a full-time job. They need to meet deadlines, so that can be quite stressful, and sometimes they have the pressure of selling the proposed grant, and sometimes the grants are contingency based, so their pay is contingency based on whether or not the funding goes through, and that can be quite stressful. As far as educational requirements, a bachelor degree is required, but there's no particular emphasis needed. Writing, marketing, business, those are valuable backgrounds to have. If you have a degree in something that relates to a nonprofit organization that you're working with, or the types of nonprofits that you're working with, that can be really beneficial because you'll have a passion for kind of what you're working towards. So degree in marriage and family studies could be very beneficial, and I think it could be really great to see some good things happen because of your work and kind of behind the scenes. So and also grant writing classes are available at major universities. The starting salary range is online. I found some numbers. Hopefully they're accurate. 28,000 to 72,000 a year. The median income being $42,000. And I also read that the average experienced grant writer charges, if they're charging by the hour, usually $60 an hour is reasonable, but could be over $100 an hour. And probably at the lowest, about $40 an hour for an inexperienced. Just for some, I guess, miscellaneous commentary, grant proposal writing is a great way to get involved in a cause that you're passionate about. It's behind the scenes. There's so many nonprofit organizations out there, like children's homes and that sort of thing. So having a degree in marriage and family studies could be really beneficial. It's just a great way to make a difference. You still get to use the interpersonal skills that you enjoy. using and helping families, because you're in contact with possible funders and your staff of these nonprofits. And if you enjoy doing research and persuasive writing, this could be a really great opportunity for you. And that is why I looked into it, because I enjoy, I'm not especially good at writing, but I like to write, and I really like sales. And so sales, writing, research, and families, I guess that's why I chose this career. So I hope that answers some questions, and thank you very much.